Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Asian Psycho, and we're going to be jumping right into the 4th episode of my Sengoku Rance walkthrough. And yeah, let's get started. We're going to end this turn. As you can see, it goes over to your enemy's kind of actions, and you can see that the other countries are acting right now. And you see their number of commanders and total troops, and then you can see what they're doing basically. And this is a really good kind of way to see, like, if you want a certain commander that you want and you want to recruit, then you can just look at, you can just observe what commander, basically the commander trafficking within enemy factions to see which country has the general that you want. So whatever. It's not like you always need to, like, oh, let's see where this guy's going. Not like stalkers or anything, but in case you guys are wondering. So now, this country, yeah, this country is pretty fucked up. Yeah, you can see what they're, you can see what they're saying. Basically, Alisoft has a running joke with these creatures called Hannies, and these Hannies are mindless, stupid, hollow shell thingies that look like Shy Guys from Mario, and they're basically idiots, and they really suck. So yeah, at least in this game they suck. I don't know about other Alisoft games, because other Alisoft games like the Hannies have always been around in Rance, and other Alisoft games as well. So it's like their little running joke with them. So yeah, these are the Hannies. This is their Hanny country, and they're really random. They're just really random. Yeah, they're really random. You'll see why later. Other reasons they take action, they're healing, gold collected. Alright, basically we're just gonna go attack a country. And the first country we're gonna attack, we can attack is Hara, the Hara family. And they are supposedly the easiest. But then they do have a pretty large country. They've got, as you can see here, they got 4 territories that we need to attack in order to fully conquer them. So let's get right into it. We're gonna declare war on them. And we're gonna basically include all of them, but before we do that, we're gonna give Tamaguchi Fuka something, and that would be QP. Basically heals 9 units per turn. It doesn't seem like much, but then when you combine all these 9, which this one heals 9, this one heals 7, this one heals 5, and this one heals 3. What is that? Add them up for me. 12, 24 troops. So yeah, it helps out with managing your financial budget a lot. So. Very helpful items. So it is okay for you to go over. It is best if you match it exactly, but then obviously I don't want to use my other more vital commanders to use this. So I mean, if you go over, that's okay. It's kind of a waste, but you can live with it. So deal with it. So we're gonna accept. And what? Oda declared war against us? Yes, sir. This is bad. That's unnecessary. So a little bit of background on the Hara family. This bitch that you see right in front of us right here, her name is Hara Aki, and she is the sister of the ruler of the faction called Ashikaga to the north of Orari, and she's a bitch, to put it bluntly. And yeah. This Hara Shoji guy is the true leader of Hara, but then it's kind of like Hara Aki is kind of like the secret ruler and manipulating her husband from behind. Anyways, Hara Shoji is kind of inclined to do what his wife tells him to do, because he is in love with her, and but then not vice versa. And they only married apparently for political reasons. Hara Shoji married her because not only for political reasons, but because of the fact that he genuinely actually does love her. But then obviously she doesn't reciprocate her feelings. I can't speak today, but whatever. All is well in war. So whatever. So we're gonna get past that, and we have officially declared war on Hara. So as you can see, their country has now turned red, which means that they are hostile to us, and now we can start attacking them. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright. This game does have some very good music, and you will notice that later on. Let's increase her units to 400. And we're gonna deploy Rance and Maeda, because that's all we really need here. Oh yeah, and here we got a battle event where basically Rance and Oda Nobunaga spar a little bit with wooden swords, and Nobunaga wins 3 times by tricking Rance that, oh hey look, there's a UFO. Oh where? Hey look, there's a sexy woman. Oh where? I want to fuck her. So yeah. Basically, they were just sparring a little bit, and their rule was whoever can hit each other first wins. And as usual, Oda Nobunaga wins 3 times because Rance, unfortunately, is easily distracted. So, but then apparently Oda Nobunaga really knows how to fight, and you can see that the description is pretty intricate. And then yay, he wins. And then, yep, he's starting. So yeah. So now we're gonna get right into the stats, or the battle, that is. So you can see here where you guys start, it's just a 2v3. You may think that I'm at a disadvantage, but not really. Because they got a guard unit in the back. That means that their guard unit is not able to do anything at all. Guard units are like warriors in that they are melee units only. Really all they can do in the back is just keep doing their ally guard unit thing, but even then, if they got no other like ally units to guard, it's pretty pointless. So typically enemy units will not do anything in the back if they're by themselves. That is for guard units. So Maeda Toshie's turn is up. A little bit of background information on a little bit of information on this battle itself. So let's analyze this battle here. As you can see, it's Maeda Toshie's turn, so his kind of unit is highlighted in yellow and it's kind of flashing. Here you can see the emblem of their unit, so you can tell what kind of unit type they are just by looking at this emblem. So shield denotes that they're foot soldiers, and this sword denotes that they're warrior units. As you can see here, there's the number of action flags is denoted physically. So in these literally action flags, hence action flags, kind of catch on, So yeah, and if you scroll over like your over your own your own units, that means that you will be able to see your unit's defensive skills, and he's got ally guard. All units will have this passive skill card standby. You can, like it says right there, you can just push the space key to basically do standby. Standby is just what this guy just did earlier. It just doesn't let your unit do anything. And one thing about standby is that standby seems to really delay your next turn a lot. So as you can see here, I get to go there before that guy who just clicked on standby. So yeah. It's always better to act, if you want to have your unit act faster or act like really fast, then always have them do something. Never stand by. So we're gonna have actually, before I click on ally guard, there are some other things I want to point out. You can see here that this guy has acted already, so that red action flag means that he's already used up a turn. He technically, even though he did move, standby will not remove any of your action flags at all. So there is an advantage to standing by. So yeah, actually when you when you kind of scroll over your unit or for your potential move lists, you can see that let's see here. You can see that one of the action flags is highlighted. That means that highlighted action flag will be used up for the attack. So yeah. Moving up to diverting your attention to the top of the screen here, we've got what's called the battle morale meter. This is the most important aspect of the battle, and that is because of the fact that this battle morale meter is what determines the victor in the end. You can have like I'll get into that in a second, but you can have like one soldier on either side, and this battle morale meter is in their favor, they still win. So So a little bit more information on the battle morale meter itself. The blue side always denotes your battle morale, and the red side always denotes the enemy battle morale. So currently at this stage in the fight, they are winning in terms of battle morale. So if they stayed like this for the rest of the game, that means they would win. If I manage to push my battle morale meter past this halfway point, that means I win. Even if it's just like a little sliver, like past the halfway mark, I still win. I honestly have never won, or I've honestly never like fought a battle where in the end it was dead even, like center. I've gotten pretty damn close lots of times, but never once like dead center. I don't even know what will happen if it was dead center. Probably just lose, but whatever. Anyways, this is the most important aspect of the battle morale meter. That means that you don't have to eliminate all the forces. Sometimes that's not what you want to do. Sometimes what you want to do is, all you need to do is just deal enough damage to push your battle morale meter just past the halfway mark. If you can do that, you win. So it's not like you have to eliminate all the commanders on the field. So keep that in mind. As you can see here, there are you can see the name tags of all the units in the playing field. This denotes the battle order. So as you can see, Mayatoshi is up first, and next guy is this warrior unit called Seija something. So whatever his name is. So this unit will be next after I move with Toshie. And after that, and also if you move, or if you, just like how you can see when you scroll over like a potential technique, you can see, not only can you see the highlighted action flag, but you can also see where your unit will go to, or where your unit will be basically after you move. So if I choose to guard, it's going to go after that guy. If I choose to attack, that means it's going to move faster a little bit. And in this case, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna ally guard, but before that, I'm so evil. Anyways, before that, one last thing, which is actually equally as important as the battle morale meter. This middle divider here with all these white lines across it, like these white bars, whatever you want to call them, this is the time counter. This is basically how much time you have until the battle ends. It's not like actual physical time. It's just a counter of how many times you guys can act as a whole for everyone on the playing field for you to make your move. So I believe there's about 24 or about 30. I forget. I once counted up. I think it was around that number, so 24 or 30 between there. So that means that you have that much time in order to eliminate as much of the enemy as possible in order to win the battle. So yeah, let's get right into this. So as you can see, this guy's intel stat is 80, or is at 4, so he has ally guard. That means 20 times 4 is 80, so that's why you can see his you can see his guard rate increased by 80%. And as you can see, since that guy attacked him, he lopped off 40%, so now he's only at 90%. Also, this is a straight up percentage, so he has a 90% chance to guard Rance. There, you can go up as far as 1000% chance, but it's pretty rare, and you have to have a special move for that, which is called Ally Guard Plus. But even then, it's doable. Rance, alright, now it's his turn. So it's not like I can really attack him, because even if I do, this guy's gonna block it. So you can see here, he blocks it. Also, a nifty thing about Rance is that Rance comes with the passive skill, as you can see here in his army battle sprite. You can see his slave still playing with him. She will, whenever she is with him, she is always going to heal 30 troops if Rance's unit is damaged at any time. And you can also increase her healing power to be more than 30, up to about 50. But then, I mean, you'd have to go through another route besides True Route in order to do that. So yeah, as you can see, Rance is a pretty fast unit. He moves faster than Mayatoshi, and we're going to finish this guy off. As you can see, once you annihilate a unit, it'll say a unit annihilated. And one thing about the battle morale meter is that how it works is that if you will add damage, if you do, you'll add to your battle morale meter if you do significant enough damage to the enemy. If you completely annihilate a unit, that means the battle morale meter will increase by a set amount. So annihilating a unit is always good. If you can annihilate a unit, go for it. Unless, of course, there are going to be several dire consequences if you do so. So now you can see that this enemy unit has run out of moves. That means that he cannot move anymore. It'll say out of moves. And as you can see here, this is also Rance's last action flag, so he will say out of moves as well. So, and I'll just go ahead and attack him. Alright. So he's going to counterattack himself to death. Also, one thing about counterattack is that there is counterattack in this game, but then if you attack like supporting Sorry about that. If you attack supporting units, they will not give out counterattack damage. So just remember that some units give out like deal counterattack damage, whereas others do not. Also, there are some guard units that have a very dangerous skill called counterattack, passive skill called counterattack. Counterattack 1 basically doubles the amount of counterattack damage they deal, and counterattack 2 triples the counterattack damage they do. There are certain good commanders that do have the counterattack 2 ability, and yeah, they are very dangerous. So now that we won the battle, after you win every single battle, a random commander will get a boost in affection, and Rance can also get a boost in affection too, in the form of enjoying life. So, oh yeah, I forgot to explain the affection thing too. So we're just gonna go attack them again, and yeah, let's see here. All right, that's good. Should be good. So as you can see, that's a new unit right there. Akechi, I can't really see the rest of his name, but Akechi Atsunagi. He's a monk unit, and monk units are pretty special utility units. They can their default moves are monk charge and guard cancel. Monk charge, if they attack someone with a unit with monk charge, and that their target has any sort of buff on them, that means that they will just get rid of a buff. Like, so for example, if they've got all buffs like attack, defense, intel, and speed, that means that this monk, if he were to attack, let's say like Katsui, if he had all buffs, that means that this Akechi dude will first take away the attack buff, and then the defense buff, and then the intel buff, and then the speed buff if we let him. So that's one of their more useful kind of abilities. Not really abilities, but kind of like a nifty ability that they have. Also, guard cancel completely negates the guard rate. So no matter how high the guard rate is for this guy, it can be like 1,000% for all they care. If they use guard cancel, all of it goes away. So they are very useful, and sometimes very annoying if the enemy has them and is using it against you. So as you can see here, this is what all guard Shigami does. Guards all enemies. Shibata already had the guard Shigami up through that item that I had given him earlier, and unfortunately they do not stack. So once Shibata gets attacked, he's not gonna have another one there. So also it does protect you from counterattack damage too. So once as you can see, the shield goes away because it took the counterattack damage for Ranmaru. See, this is their guard cancel ability. Now his guard percentage is completely gone. He's done. Yeah. As you can see, the guard Shigami managed to tank a shot for Shibata Katsui. So yeah, very good. Alright, so Katsui is not really known for his attack, so whatever. It looks like he'll finish the rest of them off by himself. So good job. Now here's the post-battle thing about the Sengoku Rance. There will be at most, when you finish a battle, at most 2 enemy commanders will either have a kill tag or a capture tag. As you can see here, this is a perfect example. I managed to kill Akechi Atsunagi, and the game will recognize this occurrence as a kill on like a complete removal on Akechi Atsunagi. So we will not be seeing this guy ever again. Instead, the game will automatically generate another commander for this guy to kind of replace him later on. This Keishin guy we captured, so after we click out, it'll say he has been taken prisoner, and it's like, I'm at a loss. And then Ranmaru gets the affection of Rance, and her affection level boosts up a little bit by 1. As you can see here, there's a post battle event with Hara. Like he actually lost, pitiful, blah blah blah. However, for the most part, it's not very hard up till their final battle. If you do not have like really good commanders such as I do and like good items, then that final battle against Hara can be a real pain in the ass, because Hara's Shoji has this one ability that can really fuck up your day if you're not either equipped with as I am, or if you're not careful. So we'll see that later on in the game though. And quickly covering the affection level as the last thing before I finish this video. The affection levels basically are basically affection levels towards Rance. As you can see, Rance doesn't really have anything there. All the other commanders do. All male commanders, because Rance is strictly straight and no, he is absolutely no homo. Like, he's homophobic. Like, he hates homos. So yeah. So he is our role model, bitches. Anyways, as you can see, he has no affection level because he can't really like himself. Not really, but whatever. And all male commanders will have up to trust. So basically, this is how the rundown of affection levels go. There's hate, there's normal, there's like, or I think there's trust, and there's love. Love only applies to female commanders, and you can get almost all female commanders in this game to love you, or love Rance rather. And there are only a few female commanders that will not go past trust. Some of them are event like some of them, if you don't activate their events, then that means they won't get past trust, even no matter how much you boost their affection. Ranmaru is probably the only female commander who will never go past trust. Like, you can get her up to trust, and you can do everything you want, but she will never get past trust, because she, unfortunately for Rance, is in love with Shibata Katsui. That is suggested later on in the plot line. Unfortunately, I just spoiled it for you, so ha! Anyways, unfortunately though, Shibata Katsui, if you guys haven't caught it already, is a lolicon. So, not a lolicon, but he's a lolly lover. So, yeah. I'm disappointed. Anyways, so that's basically the rundown of affection. And once you hit 7 affection, that means that if you've done their events, then that means they can boost their affections, like trust or something like that. Basically, the next affection level, and you get to kind of choose a special bonus for them that you can improve their unit specifically. So yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and we will conquer the rest of Hara in the next episode. So have fun, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.